Virgo, listen. I've been feeling this energy, and I feel like I need to warn you with this devil card here. Somebody's trying to get into your energy this week. Okay, they're trying to get all that empathy, love, and support from you, Virgo. But it feels like a trick. Okay, feels like someone's trying. They're coming in with this, oh, you're amazing. You're like just the most amazing person. I just want to connect with you. I love you, or I miss you. We're like family. You mean everything to me. But the whole reason they're doing this, Virgo, is because they're trying to get all this in return. And it's a little bit of a trick here, Virgo, because you've been kind of closed off. And the more closed off you are against some particular person, place, or thing, or a group of people, the more they got to trick you to try to open up and get what they want from you. You need to be super, super careful with who's trying to drain your energy this week. Okay, there's someone here who's, coming in is like being very false. All right, so we're going to get into this reading and see what more you need to know about this. This is going to be for the week ahead coming up for the 13th through the 20th, Virgo. Okay, so smash that like button, do subscribe, and let's get into your reading.
Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to.
All right, let's see what's going on here. So this could be a Capricorn. Keep your eyes peeled. But yes, there is definitely an energy of this person. You might have them blocked, or they don't have access to you in some way, and they're going to try to go around or make a fake, come in like with a fake persona in some way, or maybe a different phone number. Just try to gain. It's very tricky. It feels like try to form a relationship with you. There's somebody who's just so desperate to be in your energy, Virgo. You have somebody here like you're blocking this connection for some reason. Okay. For some reason you don't want the certain particular person coming into your life, sucking you dry like a vampire here. All right, let's take a look. Yeah, see, you have the 8 of Cups, Virgo. So you have walked away from something, maybe temporarily or maybe for good, but you've abandoned something. All right, you're like done, moved on, don't want any of this connection anymore. And it feels to me like because of that, right? Because I see you here going after your wishes and what's going to work best for you and where you want to put your energy. And because of this, you have someone in particular here who's like, oh, no. I need to get back in because I need to be in Virgo's energy, or I need to connect in that energy from Virgo. Okay, yeah, you've definitely turned something around here, and you're in some kind of like new phase of your life. I'm getting a turning point is happening for you this week, okay? But also comes with that somebody kind of tagging along. Even if you didn't block anybody and you're just in this position of like, you know what, cutting off contact, you're just not communicating, they're going to be reaching out this week. They might even be paying. They might even slip some money under your door for you to please just answer or talk to them. So Virgo, I feel like the main energy of this person is they want, like, what are they coming in for? I feel like they want you to give them all this attention, and they want validation, and they're seeking to be admired, and they're seeking to be adored, and they're seeking to be loved, okay? Because why? They're not really getting their fill right now. This week going forward, there's something's going on here where they're turning around and turning towards you to try to take, like, it's just an energy vampire to try to take from you whatever they can get from you. Okay, they don't even care if it's negative, as long as attention's on them and you're focusing on them, right? So it's kind of a trick. You do have the King of Pentacles. You do have the King of Swords. You have the Knight of Cups and the Seven of Cups, right? So this could be, your aura, Virgo, is pretty damn amazing. So this could be more than one person, or it could be another earth sign or an air sign. The Knight of Cups. This person's coming in with some serious love bombing energy. But look, the Seven of Cups. This person's not committal. They're non-committal. Don't fall for some kind of okie doke. This person is full of crap. They're not, I'm not picking up someone who's committal, okay? They're in fantasy, right? And they could be coming in different forms as well. Like, I don't know, like two people, maybe a borderline kind of thing going on. There's something going on here. Or they're talking with somebody else, trying to connect with you, or there's fighting for your attention, seeking your validation and your emotional support. They want your emotional energy. Okay, Virgo, I don't feel like somebody's coming in here. They could be coming later to try to get some money from you, but it feels more like they're coming in first for emotional validation this week. They need that pick-me-up. They need that, but they're not going to commit, okay? Even with the Knight, it's very romantic, so there's a love bombing thing here, and you know that doesn't last forever. This Knight of Cups is very much coming in, laying the groundwork to get what I need, and once I get what I need, you know, I'm out. And I think I don't need to give you advice because I feel like you already know what you need to do. Perhaps even just keep that door locked, all right? Don't give this person your time, effort, and energy, okay? Let's see what else. Could also just be you and an air sign as well, okay? Three of Pentacles. Virgo, you're in the process of building here in your life. You're learning some well-needed skills, and it feels like maybe something about some kind of relationship here that you weren't fully aware of. I feel like you're honing in, or you're picking up some energy from somebody here, the way they're coming in, okay? Right? You're looking for someone to match your energy, this person, but consistently. So this person coming in is not trying to match your energy consistently. They're trying to come in and take from you. Okay? So you have this Queen of Wands energy. So that's you right now. And you are in a very, very bold place, Virgo. You're in your power. And you need to stay there. Claim your respect. You know, the Queen of Wands, masculine or feminine energy. Hold the line, Queen. That's what I'm hearing. Feisty, self-confident, self-assured, bold, leadership abilities, powerful, charming, and courageous. Okay, so whatever you have going on, or whatever I feel like there's some kind of a glow up here. Listen, time is money. Your time, your energy is precious and valuable. And when someone's trying to trick you so that you will give them, because maybe before you didn't realize and you've been giving and giving, and some of you are just maybe in the past kind of like, well, if I just love this person more, if I just show up more, or if I just do more of the lifting, then they'll finally realize that I'm the one, and they'll finally love me back the way I'm loving them. That's just you doing all the heavy lifting and them just sitting back with their feet up, watching you dance around them. So no, Virgo, and I'm speaking to the ladies here, okay? Because I feel like you're doing too much. And some of you got to this point now where you kind of like, no, I'm done. I'm done. I'm not doing all this. I'm not doing all this. Okay, you're looking for someone where they're going to match your effort and energy, or you actually where you're going to match theirs, okay? It's not up to you to put the energy out there. The feminine, especially, is receptive energy. It's not dominant energy, okay? The egg doesn't chase the sperm. And if you're a guy who's in your feminine energy, snap out of it. You need to get into your masculine energy, all right? So I feel like what I'm seeing here is there's definitely a situation where you're coming into some kind of power for yourself, honoring yourself, respecting yourself. And the more you do that, the more you're going to get tried, okay? People are going to try you. People, and this person especially, is going to test you. They're going to try and trick you to see if they can, because they know if they come in the way they are, they're not going to be able to get what they want from you because you're going to see it. So they're trying to play this little trick, and you need to have some discernment about this person. Especially, the trick is the love bombing, Okay, the trick is the love bombing. I love you so much. I want you so much. I've missed you so much. I've been thinking about things and I'm ready to make change. And, you know, it's just all freaking words. It's word salad. It's loose lips. Really, it's just babble. Blah, 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 blah. It's just talk. You know, people are judged by their actions, not by the words, right? I mean, I'm old school, sticks and stones. You know what I'm saying? You can say whatever you want. If I'm in a good place, it doesn't bother me what you say. If I'm making $1 million a year, like I said on Saturday, you can say whatever you want. I really don't care because I got everything I need. You know what I mean? But even if you're not in that place, it's actions that matter. Now, if I'm in a place where I'm making $1 million a year and somebody's like hitting me over the head with a baseball bat, then you're damn right I'm leaving. Okay? But you can talk all you want. In one ear, out the other. So, Virgo, I definitely feel like you've got some kind of energy coming in. It could even be a fire sign as well, doing the love bombing. And that is where, because real love is not love bombing. Real love is a slow, steady growth of love, okay? That's what it is. And when somebody's coming in and they're love bombing you and getting everything, because then they know how to appeal to your ego and they're playing that trick on you. And you could easily fall for that, especially if you're in a wounded place or you're not in your power. It's very easy to fall for that. So you need to be about yourself here. And I feel like whatever the deal is with this person, I can tell you that the reason they're doing this is because they are not in a good place this week. And they're needing a fix, Virgo. They're coming in to get their Virgo fix. So yeah, and Virgo, you got to be careful because you like to fix, right? Virgos are the nurses, they're the doctors that want to help people, but you need to be careful, okay? Because a lot of people come in with fake bandages. You got fake injuries, or they fake an injury. This person could be coming in and faking an injury. That could be part of the trick, or faking something, that they're hurt, they're heartbroken, they're having problems. You need to hold the line here, okay? You do. Careful who you give your time and your energy to, right? Be careful the effort that you're putting in. Okay? Because they're going to be putting in a heck of a lot of effort to try to get you to just focus on them. That's what I'm feeling and getting and intuiting here. It's crazy energy. So yeah, this could be a romantic partner. This could be a friend. I mean, I feel like you're holed up for a reason. You're holding back, or you're holding this person up. I feel like you know who I'm talking about, and you're holding up for a reason. Okay? And you've been doing this for a while, and you have an intention to do this for a long time, okay? But I feel like maybe if you don't, this week, you're kind of like, you know what? I need to keep putting effort into myself. I need long-term security in a relationship. I need something good. I need something healthy. I need long-term relationship and a job and success in career. These are things that you want. And people I'm hearing, never be afraid to raise your value. People will respect it. Don't lower yourself because you feel guilty or you feel bad or because you feel like if you raise your value, you're going to be left all alone. You know what? Being left alone versus being treated like dog meat is much better, I think. Being left alone and protecting your peace is much better than being disrespected. Now, if you're that Virgo that just cannot stand to be alone and you got to have a partner, well, you're making your own decisions, and I'm not going to tell you what to do. But I feel like if you want someone in your life who is equivalent to a king or a queen, you need to be the equivalent of a king or a queen. And that requires you to not put in a lot of effort, but hold off. The effort of, there's an old saying that Bruce Lee once said, the art of fighting by not fighting. Okay? Sometimes the most difficult thing to do is to not engage. Or to require a certain level of respect from someone, you know. But people know, you know, there's like the old saying, you get further with honey than you can with vinegar. And this person's coming in with the honeys for sure. And either it's because they know or they think that you will just be easily sweetened. Some of you are like, listen, I drink plain old water, and that's just perfect for me. That's just fine with me. I don't need any sweeteners and anything. So, you know, there's a Virgo here who's definitely keeping it real this week. And like even in when I'm getting something to do, maybe with a job, or an offer that comes in where they're trying to sweeten the deal so that you will come work for them. But it's tempting, because that's what the devil is. The devil is tempting, and it's tempting, but it might not be a permanent position. And you might get left, you know, or let go after you get this tempting offer. I feel like slow and steady wins the race. Be careful of temptations this week. Be careful of temptations. Or even, you know, we're going to give you like a $10,000 sign-on bonus if you come and work for us. And then you go in and you sign it, and then you don't read the fine print, because a lot of you don't take the time to see beneath the veil and look at the fine print. And then you find out after you start working for them, oh, by the way, we forgot to tell you that we're going to put it into an account, and it will accrue incrementally. And after 5 years, then you can have that money, right? So they kind of like pull you in with the sweet deals. Somebody here is pulling you in with a sweet deal. So you need to read the fine print, Virgo, this week, and check and recheck. And don't waste your time. Okay, you have the star. You know, this is why this is happening, Virgo. Let me just tell you, because I wanted to ask, the reason why this energy is going to be occurring for you is because your aura is out of this world. Okay, and it's your aura. And mostly it's your aura is attracting. I mean, listen, you attract all types of people, all types of situations, people, places, and things. And the real issue is, what are you holding on to? Okay, that's really what your question should be, not why do I attract this? You know, the grass attracts snow, the grass attracts tornadoes, hurricanes, hot weather, wind, but see, you need to be in that position, or it's like, okay, I get it. I'm attracting everybody and anyone, but I need to be more selective with who gets to stay and who does not. That's the question. Don't worry about why you're attracted. It's your aura. That's just all it is, okay? If you want to know more about the aura, you can just do a little research, but it's magnetic. There's something about you that, I don't know specifically what it is, but I can tell you that you have it, and some people are able to see it, and some people can feel it. And it's almost like maybe some pheromones too, even with the opposite sex. But whatever it is, this is what happens. And, you know, I feel like there's a lot of negative energy out there, okay, that gets attracted to the light. You know, dark gets attracted to the light. And the thing is, you can't let the darkness consume you, okay? And the darkness, you know, that's the devil. That's the prince of darkness trying to consume you. All right? Because the darkness wants to consume the light. But the light always wins. The light always wins, okay? So I feel like it's really important, this Aquarius energy here, is that you stay focused on your light this week. There's a reason why you are chosen, okay? And sometimes that's a gift and sometimes that's a curse, okay? But you need to accept that you are, and then figure out how to manipulate your light. You need to figure out how to work with your light and stop denying your light, okay? That's what's bringing these energies to you like a magnet, okay? You're gonna attract all kinds of shapes and sizes and forms, but you're magnetizing. So whoever's coming in here this week for you, you need to be very careful, and you'll see it by their love bombing especially, or their temptations, okay? You already know, Virgo, you already have it like deep within you. You already know, because there's a reason the Four of Pentacles was here. There's a reason why you're holding the line. And don't get yourself, I'm hearing, into this position where, oh, I've been holding the line, and nothing is happening. Understand that the devil lies in wait. And as soon as the devil sees that you are exhausted from holding the line and you start to rest, or you take a rest from that, that's when they pounce. Okay, so you need to keep your guard up. Anybody who says, oh, now you're not going to have any love if you have your guard up. You may not get the best love if you have your guard up right away, but you will keep away those that want to try to take advantage of you. Okay, and I'm not just talking about love relationships, just friendships, people around. You know, queens don't date the jokers. Neither do the kings. Okay? The joker's just strictly there for entertainment, Virgo, and you need to accept that for what it is. This is just entertainment at this point. You know, so I feel like this week there's going to be some kind of, hey baby, what's up? Or, hey, we have a sweet offer for you. You know, would you like to come in and see what it's about? And just be like, no, just send it to me. Just send me your offer and I'll look it over. I'm not getting up off my damn couch and coming all the way over there to see you. You can email it to me and I'll look it over. You know, don't expend any energy that isn't going to be worth your time. Okay, Virgo. Tremendous message. So, yes, there's definitely an energy of trying to get in your circle here. Someone's trying to get into your inner circle. And I feel like they're definitely, there you go. They're trying to get into your inner circle, Virgo, in your world. Okay? Ace of Cups coming in with that, ooh, a blessing, but then the Ten of Swords. Okay? Don't let them in. Don't let anybody in your inner circle. That's sacred, special. Okay? Be selective of who gets into your inner world. Okay, be selective. Or just keep your mouth shut. You don't have to tell everybody your old business. Be selective in your private life, you know, in your inner world, on social media, everywhere. Because your value, you know, it's like a precious jewel, precious gem. It's just not out all over the place, you know. Usually they're hidden in a vault and there's like a fake one out to say this is what it looks like, because it's so damn precious. They don't want it to get taken, you know. Well, this is what it looks like, and these are the dimensions and these are the colors, but this is a decoy. Okay, the real gem, the real one, which is very high valued, is just not to be on display. It's just not for display. If you would like to see it, you're going to have to put a deposit down. It has to be a pretty big deposit. And we'll hold your money, maybe half its worth. And then we'll let you in the vault to come and see it. So then you can make a decision if you want to buy it or not. Or if you would like to buy it, you're going to have to put 95% deposit down. And you can pay off the rest. And we'll let you have it when you're done paying for it, you know, but it's just not out there for the whole world to see. It's precious. It's genuine. And I'll tell you what, when you live life like that, when you are selective and high grade, high value, the only people you're going to attract are the people that could afford to be in your life, the people that can afford to be in your energy, that aren't going to take, but they're going to invest. Because when something's high value, we want to invest in it because we know it's going to give us a nice return on our investment, you know? So it's not about other people, really, it's just about you. But just be careful, because the thieves are out there. Virgo, the thieves are out there. Okay. So yeah, definitely trying to trick you to get into your inner circle, either to get information or to suck the energy dry from you because you have a special energy. They want your empathy, your tolerance, your support. Okay, they want your sex. It's just, they need a fix, okay? They need a fix of some sort because they got something going on. Yeah, there's the Lovers. I want to make love to you. Somebody wants to make love to you all night long. You know, I want to feel that energy. That right there creates so much of a charge, that physical touch. They're looking for that charge. This person is depleted of energy. They need to go find themselves like a Tesla receptacle and just go plug their ass into that thing then, instead of bothering you. Okay, so, hook up the cables or something. Go get your energy there. Oh my goodness, yes. And they just want to be with you, and they want to feel your touch. And Virgo, it's temptation. It's temptation. And I just want to say something, right? For those of you that it matters to, okay? I know, because I know there's some people out there that that's fine. I just want a couple nights with somebody. If they want to love bomb me and they want to spend money on me or do this and do that, that's fine. I'll take it. I need a little of something. And if that's where you're at with things, so be it. You live your life how you choose. But I feel like this message is for those of you who really want more than that. And if that's what you want, then you need to live your life like that's what you want. Okay? You can't get involved in a relationship with someone that's just trying to have a little fun and expect them to get down on one knee or want to further the relationship when they're coming. Because a lot of people will come in and say, oh yeah, I want the same thing. But they know that you want that. So that's why they're saying that. And they will come in and they'll just, oh yeah, we're going to have a great relationship. Can't wait to meet your kids and all that, And then once you let them get in bed with you, then you don't hear it. They ghost you. Okay, so if you're that Virgo that's like, no, I want companionship, I want a long-lasting connection with someone that's healthy and beautiful, and that kind of thing, then you need to be what the thing is that you want, okay? Because if you're going to be the Virgo that's like, no, you could just come sleep with me, that's fine, because we'll connect that way, and you'll fall in love with my bod, you're not going to get what you want that way. Don't think, ladies, and I have to say this, a lot of women, and I think my generation was taught this way back when, that, if you give a guy good sex, he'll keep coming back. I mean, well, yeah, he'll keep coming back for sex. But if you're crazy, he's not going to come back for anything else but the sex, right? And I don't mean to say all women are crazy, but just be real with yourself. Know your value. If you want something long-term, you need to show up as a long-term person and not accept anything less than that, right? So I feel like whoever this person is, could be a Gemini, is showing up in this energy, with this brand new love thing. Ooh, proposal. Look, I'm holding your heart in my hands and I've been carrying it all this time. And I love you so much and I want to be with you. They give you a lot of hope, Virgo. They get you hooked on that hopium this week. So, yeah. It's like a car salesman. No disrespect to car salesmen. But, they're trying to get something. And people, when they want something, they find a way to get it. And if anybody is onto them and says, nope, not going to work, is not willing to negotiate with them, the car salesman says, okay, that's fine, leave the showroom floor. Next. They'll just go to the next person because they're trying to get their needs met. And you need to do the same if you have a need you're trying to get met. Is you could just, if they're like, not it for you, all right, next, get off my showroom floor. Get off my showroom floor. Somebody who's next in line, come on in. All right, any other messages here for Virgo? Yeah, Virgo, that's what you want right there. Okay, Virgo, if you're looking for someone who's will respect you because they respect themselves, let me tell you what, the Emperor, Aries or not, the Emperor, masculine or feminine, they are a planner, they are well-liked, they are respected, they have leadership skills, leadership abilities, they're conventional, okay? They have some mystery to them. They're not big blabbermouths. They're more commanding than they are demanding. They're not controlling. Okay? And it's the same in the Empress energy. Someone who's creative, full of abundance, loves unconditionally and is very patient. Okay? It's all the same energy, just masculine and feminine combined. And I feel like whoever's coming in here is like a little troll. Feels like a little troll energy. It doesn't compare to this. So if this is what you want, wait for it. because that is what will come in for you. Or if you expect this troll to level up and grow up, then that's got to be a requirement, and not take anything less from someone who's taken advantage. I feel like we're speaking some honest truths here today for this week. All right. Let's get some Chinese signs here. Let's see what the Chinese signs are. Okay. Year of the horse. Year of the rat. Year of the dragon. Year of the rabbit. Year of the pig. Year of the ox. Year of the dog. Okay, so that could be you, or it could be your person. What other messages does Virgo need to know for this week? 13th through the 20th. 13th through the 20th. Oh, by the way, happy Easter to everyone that celebrates. Okay, get ready to be wined and dined. So there is a date night coming up for you this week. There could be planning a date this week or going on an actual date this week. Okay, you also have intuition, right? The red flags you ignore now will come back to bite later, okay? Big message for you, Virgo. Pay attention to that intuition of yours and trust it. Don't doubt yourself. And yeah, it looks like you're going to be traveling soon. Okay, so you got some travel plans coming up very soon. Could be making travel plans or finding out about them this week, or talking about them this week, or going on a vacation this week. We do have, yeah, there is like spring vacation, Easter vacation, spring break, that kind of thing coming up as well. And challenges. Make a decision. And some of you need to work on inner healing, okay, this week. So focus on that. Inner healing is really important. What other messages here for Virgo? Oh. Fun and adventure, joy. It's time to play and get reacquainted with your childlike self. Open up to your sense of adventure and fantasy. You've been way too serious and moving through the motions. Snap out of it and have a little bit of fun, Virgo. Okay? I feel like this is a nice balance. You can be serious about things in your life, but you can also have a good time, and don't take life too seriously. Just brush things off that are just not going to serve you. Okay? Brush things off. That's just not going to serve your highest purpose or bring benefit to your life. Full, long-term, like consistent benefit to your life. Anything less than that is dollar store energy. Okay? Isolation, lonely. So some of you need to look into new ways to break down the walls, to create better ways to connect with other people. Don't keep your light to yourself. Open up to share it. So, you know, this situation here could cause you to dim your light a little bit. But I feel like it's really important not to let that happen, okay? You just keep being who you are, because you have to understand, I saw this aura in you. This is what attracts people to you. You might want to dim your light because, you know, you're attracting everything and everyone, you know, like a moth to a flame. I don't feel like you need to dim your light. I just feel like you need to learn how to manage your light better. That's all, okay? And manipulate it in a way that's going to work for you, right? It's a little bit like it's like a superhero that finds out they have a superpower, and they don't know how to manage it. They don't know how to control it or work it. You have superpowers, Virgo. So learn how to work your magic. Learn how to work your superpowers. Don't deny it. And just like Superman figured out, you know, like remember, gosh, you know, like when he was young in the movies and stuff, like when he didn't know he had these superpowers, but then he just became so overwhelmed by his superpowers, and they alienated him in a lot of ways, you know, because he wasn't like other people, and neither are you. You're very unique, and you have this special aura. And the thing is, it can feel like a burden, but actually, if you learn how to manage it, it will turn into a gift for you. Heart opening, listen. Opening your heart center and listening to your intuition will always lead you in the right direction. You now have the opportunity to let down the walls you created from past wounds. So a lot of your past wounds are because of the light that you hold, that you've attracted certain people and let into your lightful energy. And that's where your wounds came from, because you didn't know how to manage your light and you let the wrong people in, okay? And they took advantage of your light, okay? But now you can let down those walls created from those past wounds and let your light shine from your heart to experience the universe, what it has always wanted for you. Okay? And that's you. Once you manage it the way, once you figure out how to get that X-ray vision on point, then you own it. You need to own it. Once you own it, then you take that power back here, Virgo. I hope that makes sense. Yes. Anything else here for you? Okay, addiction, codependent, obsession, restraint, possession, controlled, emotional block. There's something here about addictions, and that's related to that devil energy, that person. Now, I do feel like whoever this person is coming in, that emotional block feels like emotional blackmail. You need to be careful with that. A lot of people get addicted to your energy, Virgo. It's just so sweet. Sweet as honey. Yes, it is. You got that mystery vibe, Virgo. You got that way about you. A lot of people get addicted to your energy, and they just want more and more. It's like the addict who's addicted to the pusher, and even the drug itself. But it's the person that they need to be around, so they can get what they need from them. Okay, right? So the drug is just a symptom. Okay, your light. You are the soul source. Okay. And when this person gets around you, they bathe in your light, and then they receive that energy, which is, the drug. They get that dopamine fix. They get that high. Okay? And you need to protect your light. Or harness it properly. Okay, key on a ring, many options, unconventional, one night stand, string along. Yeah, just be careful of this person. That's all I'm saying. And listen, I'm not calling anybody out here. Everybody has somebody like this in their life, right? Whether it's a friend, a romantic partner, whatever. Past lover, just someone that's trying to take advantage of them. You know who it is. And listen, if you're writing a comment and saying, I have no idea who this is, I don't have anybody like this in my life, well, you are lucky, okay? And you might not have just met them yet. Because I know people that go their whole lives and they don't experience this type of energy. Some people are born into this. Some people never experience it, but one day they will. And they're the ones that they get hit the first time by this, and they are like lost after coming in contact with a hustler kind of energy. And they get like, it just turns their world upside down. If you're born in this kind of energy, the only problem, and you still are dealing with it, the only problem you're having is, like I said, you haven't harnessed your gift yet, okay? Your gift of discernment, your gift of being able to see right through the BS, okay? Because you're feeling some kind of guilt for something, or you're stressing about something. It's time you got to turn that around, stop doing that. You're fine. There's nothing wrong with you. You had some trauma. Heal it, okay? And don't be so hard on yourself. And understand, there's a reason why there's passages out there that says always guard your heart, because you never know when the devil's going to show up in your life. You just don't. You just don't. A lot of people go through their whole lives never having to deal with that. But then you watch those crime documentaries, you see some of the stuff that's happened to people. They were kind and innocent, and they just thought the best of everyone, and then all of a sudden somebody came in and took advantage of them. And like they were just unsuspecting, That doesn't mean you need to walk around all paranoid all the time, okay? You just need to kind of be logical, okay? Be objective about things. Less with your heart. Be selective with who you share your emotions with and your feelings, and letting people in. If you're that Virgo that's, had that heartbreak, severe heartbreak. Some Virgos, listen, I will say there are some who are just like, I have no feelings. I have no emotions. I'm completely avoidant. I'm completely emotionally unavailable. And I connect to no one. Okay? If someone wants to come in, fine. I'll hang out with you for a little bit, and then you can go home. And I think that to some degree there is this little bit of like, wow, that's pretty fascinating that you can do that, but on the flip side, I kind of feel like, but do you ever experience true deep love? That true deep connection, that soul love connection? Do you ever really experience that? And there's a lot of those people who live their life like that way. They tend to have a lot of people come after them, you know, in a sense of like always want to be around them because they're so emotionally distant, you know. But even it doesn't mean somebody comes in and is going to change them and turn them into emotionally available people. I think there should always be a fine balance here, Virgo. Be selective with who comes in. You need that little filter on your heart. You should have a filter. I mean, your heart's got a cage around it, so it's protected. You were built with a heart protected by the ribs for a reason. Okay, shock, sudden change, shocking news, surprise. Yeah, okay, so you're going to feel some shock this week. You are. Unbelievable energy by somebody coming in this week. Like, what? Okay, by what's coming in. And you may need to make some kind of a decision or figure something out here this week about how you're going to handle some kind of situation. And I feel like it has a lot to do with that devil energy. Some of you might even be shocked to say, wow, I can actually see the devil in you for the first time. Couldn't see it before. Because the veil was covering. Yeah, but you see behind some kind of veil this week, Virgo. It's pretty powerful stuff. It's almost like a wake-up call. Past life love, yeah, it's a past person showing up here. Yeah. They want a friendship with you that will lead to more. That's such a bullshit right there. Oh, can we just be friends and see how it goes? The hell out of here. No, that's silly. That's dumb. And in the meantime, can you unzip my pants? No. No, we cannot be friends. Why? Because you're emotionally unavailable and you're full of crap. Okay. That's why you want to be friends, because you're emotionally unavailable and you can't give more. You're not capable. Now, next, get off my showroom floor. Who's next in line? Oh, okay, those fell. Let me just give you a couple of romance angels. Unrequited love. Not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Hello, McFly. Bada, swing, batter. I'm out of here. Wow, Virgo. Wake up call this week for sure. Finances and career. Virgo, I feel like this week, I don't have time for this BS. I'm working on my business. And good. And you do have a new love connection coming in, right? So we did see the Emperor there, or Empress. Okay, there is somebody showing up this week who's going to be everything you want, or at least come in that way. It's your job to do the vetting. I can't do that for you. So if somebody shows up this week, as we saw, maybe ask for a date or something like that. It's up to you to take what you hear here, wherever else you listen to readings or anything else. Get that information that you need and apply it when you meet somebody new, to see if this is someone that, I don't feel like it's a new date that's coming in that's trying to, take advantage. I feel like there's a past person who's, trying to love bomb you. All right, anything else here for Virgo? The butterfly, relationship evolving to the next phase, heal the inner child and growth. So there is something new coming in that's just going to be nice. I just like it. Has great potential. And then you have the girl with the snake, okay? Or the guy with the snake. Empath and narcissist paradigm, being charmed or used. There's enabling and maybe boundaries or lack of boundaries. So that's a strong message. That's that devil energy. The devil is always the narcissist. He's pompous. He thinks he's God. The devil thinks that, like I said on Saturday, the greatest trick, right? And it's a quote from a movie, Usual Suspects, I think. The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world that he doesn't exist. What do you mean I'm bad? What do you mean? I'm the nicest person out there. Here, I'll show you. Very convincing. So, head on a swivel, Virgo, this week with this type of energy. All right, let's move into... All right, the 5th, the 4th, So I'm doing your birth dates, okay? I'm not going to say September anymore. What I'm going to start doing now, actually, I'm going to call birth dates, and that's either yours or somebody that you're connected to, okay? The 5th, the 12th, the 4th, the 1st, the 3rd, the 2nd, the 10th, the 11th, the 23rd, 24th, 25th, 25th, 21st. Okay. You also have Libra, Pisces twice, and Sagittarius. So these could be very significant signs for you this week. All right, let's get some. I have no idea how much time has gone by, so I'm just not even sitting on a time frame. Okay, you have the letter T, J, JT. You have Z, I, letter F, the letter Y, you have S as in Sam or Samantha, and you have the letter V. Okay, Virgo? So either your Susie, could be your initials or another person that you have a connection with here. I'm hearing Jeff or Jeffrey. Sanja, Sanja, I think that's how you spell it. Yesenia or Yolanda. Jay-Z. Okay. All right, let's get some charms. And I'm going to try to be here on Wednesday, you guys, to do the live stream. So either Tuesday or Wednesday, I'm not sure. Tuesday or Wednesday evening. So if you want to get a personal mini reading with me here on my channel, just show up for the live stream and you can ask your questions. It's like $20. All right, Virgo. So you got some pink lipstick, okay? Significant for someone. Trying out some lipsticks. A little Estee Lauder, some MAC. Trying out some lipsticks. Pink is somebody's favorite color. And you also have angels watching over me. You have an angel, okay? So yeah, you do have an angel. You have angels around you, guardian angels, or an angel watching over you. I just heard Fiona. Somebody has the name Fiona. Okay. And you also have a musical symbol. So there's a music connection with someone that's going to be prominent this week for you. And that someone sings the blues, or they play blues music, you know, blues guitar, some kind of blues music. All right, you guys. So I'm going to leave that reading there for you. I hope you got something out of that. Don't forget to click like and subscribe on the channel. Personal reading link for phone readings with me personally is in the description box below. Just go to moonpietarot.com and you can book your reading with me. And again, like I said, if you want to show up for the live streams, we have a lot of fun. You just send in your super chat and I just pull some cards for you. Lots of fun, lots of fun. You get to connect with me one-on-one here. All right, you guys, so have a great night, great week, and I will see you all back here tomorrow. Bye.
I just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us.